What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben, and welcome back to the bench for a brand new episode here on Sci-Fi Wednesdays. We are back coming off that pod racer, and we're going to go ahead and start a brand new project today. And that's going to be kind of fun because not only is it going to be sci-fi, it's also going to be a little bit on the spooky side, or at least I think it is. And we're going to go ahead and try to put this into the HLI Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build. Now we're going to be actually working on this right here, and this is a 1/12 scale sand trooper by Bandai. You might be thinking, Ben, this is not spooky. You're right, it's not, but I want to turn this into this. This is a night trooper from the Ashoka show, which is basically an undead and reanimated stormtrooper. So this should be pretty cool. Now in the inside box here, we've got our LEDs, because the eyes have to glow green to have an authentic reanimated night trooper. We've got our red cloth for our different sashes and ties, and of course we have our chrome pen for the gold inlays, because the stormtroopers have gold inlays, cracks, and weathering to their armor, so it should be pretty cool. Now this is a Bandai kit, so I am not worried about it in the slightest. It's going to go together like gangbusters, so it's not really going to be that difficult to do, but I do have to go ahead and assemble it and work on the base, try to get some LEDs in the area, try to string them down through the different body parts out into the base. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit on the complicated side. Still nothing along the lines of the pod racer, but still it's going to have some quirks for sure. However, quirks or not, this is a Bandai kit, so this is not going to be difficult to build at all. All we have to do is figure out how the LEDs go down through the body, and I think we'll be golden. Now, speaking of LEDs, we have used these in the past, and they've always worked really, really well. These are micro SMDs. They are small enough to go ahead and fit behind the eyes here of our night trooper. And just to go ahead and give you a quick idea what those look like, let's pull one out. We'll hook it up to the battery pack, and we'll go ahead and light it up. And as you can see, it is green. It's a very bright little guy for sure. We might have to throw a resistor on it. I don't know for sure, but eventually we'll go ahead and we'll get in there and we'll make it work. So I think we just jump right in, guys. Why not, right? We've got our LEDs. We'll put those aside for right now. We're just going to jump in. We're going to start building up the head, the torso, the legs, the hips, and then we're going to go ahead and try to test light and figure out where we can get these LEDs to go ahead and fish down through the head. So I say let's go ahead and just start doing some very basic preliminary assembly. We're going to start on the head. We're going to build that up. We're going to build up the torso, build up the legs, and see how it all kind of fits together. And then we'll get an idea for our wire path. Let's go ahead and jump in there, guys. Why not just start having fun? We have a short amount of time to get this finished up. So let's go ahead and just dive in. Let's make the most of it. All right, so we went ahead and built up the torso, the head, the legs, and the hip area. And I gotta tell you, these are beautifully articulated. They really do have a wide range of articulation, which is really cool. I mean, it's Bandai though, so I'm not really expecting anything less than that. Basically though, everything has gone together beautifully as most Bandai kits would. And so now all we have to do is come back and start building up the arms and get that all nicely finally assembled so we can get an idea of how this will look when it's fully built. That's kind of one of my jokes about Bandai. You get the model kit, you give it a couple shakes, it comes out built. It is that easy and that much fun to go ahead and build these things up. So let's go ahead and jump back in there. We're going to build up the arms and work on the final assembly, and then we can figure out what we want for the hands, for the pose, and then we'll go from there. We have a couple of details like the belt and the ammo containers, so we have a little bit more to do, but I think we're on the right track. So let's go ahead and jump back in here, guys. Let's finish off the build, check it out, and see how the Stormtrooper looks. All right, everybody, so here we go. This is our completely built up Stormtrooper. It's of course just kind of a mock-up right now. I don't have anything drilled, I don't have any wire pathing, but you can see just from building him up, he's got great shoulder articulation. You can make some amazing poses with this guy. They go in, out, up, down, left, right, all over the place. We have some great movement in the hip joints as well, so we can make some pretty cool poses. The neck joint has a lot of articulation, so this is pretty good. Just putting it together and mocking it up, I've got some really great ideas that we can go ahead and implement, and we'll get this guy looking like a night trooper. But that is it for today. I honestly didn't expect to be building the model kit. I figured I'd just do a quick unboxing for you guys, but it's Bandai. It's going to go together beautifully. Of course, I still have to figure out the LEDs. I do have a couple of ideas though, how to route everything through, how to get them positioned inside, how we're going to get wires down through his legs into the base, but we'll work on that next episode. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a look at the model kit we're going to be building, talk a little bit about my plan. Once the wires are poked down through the feet, I can start working on the base, start working on how I'm going to position him, if he's going to have weapons, what kind of hands he's going to have. I got to wrap him in red cloth as well, and of course come in and etch the armor and add in some silver and maybe some dark gray inlays. So we have a lot of work to do, but still, I think it's going to be pretty cool. And again, kind of spooky. So that's it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next episode where we'll start working on the LEDs and the wire pathing, and we'll see where we go from there. So until then, guys, you know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool, and we'll see you back here on episode 2 of our Night Trooper build here on Sci-Fi Wednesdays. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.